Okay. All right. Okay. So you need a chair. This one's kind of high, but that's good because it's only going to make you stronger. So it doesn't really matter the height. It's just really about starting to get used to the feeling of being on something that isn't ground level or a pole. And I want you to work on standing on one leg because that's going to help you with your core, with that feeling of having a center with someone, like as a partner. It's going to be different with someone because they're moving, they're like a physical being that's moving. This chair stays, but it's going to be a good exercise into a similar feeling in a sense. So you just need a chair and you want to step up to it like old school, like step up jazz style, but a little different. So you're going to want to pick a leg. Eventually we'll figure out which is your dominant leg. You're just going to put it in the center of the chair. Think about the energy running through this leg because you're going to use this leg to push off the floor. And this leg is going to stand. But what you don't realize is how much engaging has to come from this bottom leg because you want to continue your momentum up. You don't want to step forward and you don't want to step down. This is like total cheerleading because cheerleading and partner work, things are going up, right? So if you step down into it, that's where it's going to go. So you want to think about sending yourself up, but you are still stepping down, if that makes sense, You want to continue your momentum up. So once you get up there, it's literally, you're going to be feeling like when you sit up tall and you look nice and tall and elongated, and you can tell when you put your shoulders back and when you're tight in here, you feel your body feels like lighter and longer, right? Than if you were just to stand kind of like how I normally stand on a daily basis. So you're going to take that same concept of engaging everything, squeezing your butt, pulling up here, but you're just going to apply it to this chair, which is eventually going to be applied to your partner work. So what you're doing is you're stepping up into the chair and you're going to pull this leg up. This is called a lib. I'm sure you know that, but this is a lib, typical cheerleading term. The thing about a lib, to keep it up there, besides engaging that leg, locking out through that knee, squeezing that butt in, right? Like hollowing your body, keeping this nice and scooped, engaging. The thing about the hip that's up, the libbed leg, is that you want to keep your hip up. See that little tooch? So this is like regular, but if you pick it up a little bit, you have a better form of engagement. And that's a really weird feeling at first. Totally a weird feeling, right? To go like this with your hip. Kind of weird. You don't want to over exaggerate it so that you're like this. This, not good. But this, square hips, and then you just want to pick it up a little bit. If you practice that on the ground, you're going to feel how much more secure you are in your standing leg, which is going to be that leg that he has, that he takes from, from here to wherever. So you can practice that on the ground too, both legs, because, we do both sides, right? Work on this hip. And you can kind of feel where it's comfortable for you. Like this. That's a bit exaggerated, but maybe that works for you. You just don't want it to be dropping because that's what's going to cause you to not be able to stand on that one leg. So all those things, I know it's a lot, all those things to think about: engaging, legs, hip, being pulled, keeping your weight in the center of your foot here. Literally think about your weight being there. if you, once you get on the chair, if you pick up your toes towards the ceiling a little bit, you will literally find the center of gravity in your foot, in the center of your foot, because it has nowhere else to go. Do it on the ground right now. It's weird, but it works. Spread your toes and you pick them up. You can feel your weight directly in the middle of your foot. So something else to think about too. So, all that information to the chair, literally a step up. I know you can do this. Just things to think about that are going to help you later when you are with your partner. Don't use your hands because we want to get that muscle memory in this part of your body, right? Because this part is so developed from all the pole dancing that we do. But when you're doing partner work and you're standing on people, it's this and keeping your butt squeezed and tucked in here and shoulders up, you know, which is kind of ugly, so we can work on having your shoulders up without them being up by your ears. But this movement, take it to the chair. You're going to step up, right? Up. Find your balance. See, now my hip is down, so I want to go down. That's not what we want. We want up. Here. You can stay here forever. Right? Just hands. Right? Other leg too. So if you want to just practice on getting up on a chair on one leg, that's cool too. And this is what you're going to do. Literally, you're just going to do like step-ups. That's my bad leg. That's my bad leg because I want this to go like this. My hip goes down. That's where I'm going to go. Think about going up, up. Right? Up. Hip up. Engaged here. And it seems silly. It seems like a silly exercise. Like, okay, let's just step up on a chair. Right? And then eventually you're going to use the shoulders to push off of, which is only going to help you. So if you just use your legs for now, I think that'll be helpful. I hope it's helpful. Maybe that was like really wordy, but